It's been a while. By a while, I mean it's been 2 days, but we are finally back playing some more hardcore Minecraft. Last time we went ahead and made ourselves a nice little brewing room, and today we're going to be matching that same energy with an enchanting because we kind of need to have one. Well, we don't need to have one, but like, we're gonna have one, may as well. Can't hurt to have. So let's go ahead and hop on over. You can see this is our brewing room that we have. Pretty good design-wise, pretty happy with it. I mean, I've still got a little bit I'd like to switch out, but it's not really like a whole lot, but it's functional other than that. It's very functional. You've got plenty of space for your shulkers, just general item storage, growing your nether wart, brewing a bunch of potions. Everything you could think of, you can do in here. So, pretty good stuff, I would say, not too opposed to it. And otherwise, we're going to be doing something similar on the other side for a nice little potion room. Potion room? Enchantment room. Can't think today, apparently. That's okay, it happens. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and grab some purple dye. And we're going to grab some glass panes if we have any left over. Nope, we don't. So let's go ahead and make some of that. And make some of that. Oh, probably. No, actually, that should be enough dye. We're okay. We probably have enough. And if not, we can just make a little more. Alright, cool. And we should start thinking about how we build out this stuff too. Also need to think about how we're gonna put away some of the cinnabar and stuff and the sulfur that we have as well, because it's not gonna fit into that section too well. Which is a bit of a shame. And otherwise, let's see here, we got some purple stained glass. Still got our happy gas doing its thing. And there we go, perfect. We'll do a little something like that. Glass panes go above the glass block, which we'll put there. There we go. Alright. And now, as for something like this, trying to think of how I would want this to be done. Well, first things first, let's do what we did before for the nether one. Let's go get some cobblestone and kind of wall a couple. So it feels like that would make more sense. We've got all of our end blocks here, which maybe we could use some of them for decorating too. Maybe with some of our sculk-related stuff as well. That could be nice. I don't have cobblestone sitting out here at the moment. Do not. Okay. That's alright. We're just instead going to keep this to be really simple, and we're just going to go ahead and stretch this down. We're going to keep basically the same dimensions like we had before, just because it worked out pretty well. And these extra little bits off the side aren't going to be too useful, so it's better to just wipe them away and act like they were never there, because they weren't. But if anything, it's good space to have as like leftover in case we want to do any redstone related stuff, because then we have a little bit of dead space that we can tuck some crafting to, so it's all good. Figure it out. I'm thinking too that what I'll probably end up doing is I will have to figure it out, but maybe I can slip in another allay-based silverfish XP farm, just the XP farm and not like the slime farm portion into here. And then that gives us a quick way to brew potions over there, come back over here, and then use an XP farm to do whatever I gotta do. So that could be interesting. In fact, maybe it could even be out to the side or something as well. Yeah, you know what? I think maybe that's the play. I also don't remember the dimensions of it. Let's see here. If I save and quit the title and I go back to my funny little creative world, just kind of curious, am I even going to be able to find my funny little XP farm and all this stuff? Or have I gone too far out of the way and can't decide how to build anything anymore? Oh, here it is. Perfect. Okay. So this is the actual farm in question, and it's literally just a simple, looks like 5 by 5. So if I wanted to rebuild this from the ground up or make like a better variant, it's literally just a composter, armor stand, slab, and then you fit all 24 lays into there. And then that's pretty much it. You wouldn't have to have any other blocks on the side, so it's gonna be like a 5 by 5 by 3, it looks like. So yeah, we could definitely fit that in somewhere pretty nicely. So yeah, we should be able to do that. Also, Meru. Look, Meru. Boo boo. Okay, buddy. I don't know. How wide is this? 5 blocks wide. I am a fucking genius every time. How does he keep doing it? And if we need more space, we can tuck it up here. But, yeah, we'll have to figure out the exact spacing for it. Maybe it'll go, here's like the center block, and then it'll be up off the ground a little bit, so we have a little bit of gappage on the sides or something, instead of it being tucked way back onto the wall. And we'll go back and actually look at the current one that we have, because I've already forgotten the exact dimensions of the other one. I know it's 5 by 5 by 3. That doesn't include the walls, which would make it 7 by 7 by 3. Oh, that does include the walls. Oh, perfect. So we can just build a nice little box in there and not even have to think about it. Nice. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna do that. And of course, we have some amethyst and we got some good stuff. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We'll be doing that. All right. Guess we got an enderman here too. All right. Let's see. That's one of the side rooms, and here's where we want to actually do our work. So the question is, what do we make that out of that silverfish aren't going to cause any issues for us? It's got to be designed out of, and I don't know if I want to use like polished cinnabar or something like that. I could just use amethyst to kind of keep with it, but that feels kind of lame and cheap, so I'm not going to do that. And maybe we're getting too far ahead of ourselves here. Let's maybe back up a second and go get some amethyst, right? Because if there's anything we definitely know that we want to do, we know that we want to replace a good chunk of the floor with amethyst and actually put in the enchantment room here. Let's go ahead and get that done. So it's just going to be a little 5 by 5 square. Then of course we got our center block. There we go. So we got that, and then we would have all of our bookshelves in place and all that good stuff. And then we would pretty much be good. I almost wonder if I should just move it back a sec. Yeah, let's do that. No, but then if I do that, then I won't be able to have like a cool path cutting through. But I also don't want the bookshelves like touching the glass panes either. So I could probably build it in the non-traditional ring. Because I think, let me check the wiki, but I think bookshelves don't have to be in an exact 5 by 5 ring around it. Let me see here. So if I pull up the bookshelves, yeah, get your little 5 by 5 square. Okay, so in order to have an effective bookshelf, must be placed exactly 2 blocks laterally off of the enchanting table and be on the same level or 1 block height above the table. Bookshelf must not be blocked as well, too. So that's not too bad. The reason I mention that is because what we could do is thinking about it like this, right? We've got our funny little enchantment table there, and then we could have something like this That would be 6. That would be 12. And then this would be 14, 15, 16, and then that would be enough stuff. And then that means that you're leaving this whole back section open for like nice window access, and you can get around it, and it's all good and cool. And then if we really want to, we can dip some of the corners away or something like that. I think we could do this. Yeah, we'll probably do something like that. That's 14 bookshelves, so that should be fine. And we'll actually go ahead and pick up our enchantment table and all that to make sure that this is going to work. And it's good to go grab all of our enchanting stuff anyways, just because we can. He died. He died very fast. And that's 21. Whoops. Rat that I seem to have overshot by accident without realizing it. Well, luckily it's just a bunch of old gear that we don't really care too much about. We'll take the lapis back though at some point. Anvil, don't care about. That's an empty chest. We'll take that. It's an actual good anvil. It's time to also get a bundle here for some of this stuff. Get a random diamond sword in here now. There we go. Apparently I seem to have just left. Ah, that's why this is here. This is what actually connects up onto the hole that we had dug out that we still need to dig down at some point, but it's fine for now. I don't really come down here that often, and I probably should. That means I'd actually have to do anything useful, so... And I'm good. Alright, here we go. I guess I clicked into a block or something. That was weird. I can go right there. There we go. I'm doing alright. I'm just building out my funny little bookshelves, as you can see. Gotta go back to work on Tuesday, so very fun. Really just waiting for the next Delta Rain chapter more than anything, but, you know, we'll get there one day, I'm sure. I have nothing to enchant with, so I can't even check to see if this would even be adequate. Well, dang. I'm gonna assume it is, but I should have probably grabbed a little bit extra stuff. Let's see here. Yeah, we'll put that there for now. And another stack of torches. And we'll just tuck that away. Cool. And I'm trying to think of how else I really want this done. I think we're gonna do something like that for right now, and then we can have it branch out or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I should have, in one of my many, many shulker boxes, some kind of unstackable tool that I can enchant. Yeah, we'll group this iron axe. We'll see if this works. So if this does actually work, we should see that it'll show up as a level 30 enchant, which is what we want. 28, so we are just one shy. So, yeah, we would have to figure this one out. I mean, I guess we could just stack it up to be too tall, but then it feels kind of closed in, you know. And if we do this, this will get it up to 30. I guess it's fine. Just to have an extra one for symmetry? Yeah, no, that's fine. I don't really want to do the ones back here because it connects up to the panes, and I don't want to... I guess it doesn't really matter because I'm not in the back, like, often enough for that to really affect anything. So I guess it's fine, but I don't know. It does seem like it'd be kind of weird. But I don't even think I could see it from the outside, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. A little something like that. Still is 30. So I do want a window back here, so... Yeah, we'll just do that, because I also don't want these to be 2 blocks tall, because then I feel like it's too tall. And that doesn't actually help or count towards it when it's 3 blocks up like that. So like if I have this layout, for example, where it kind of like peaks and then it slopes down and curves around, that still only counts for 28, so... And you can't bury any in the floor, I think, either. Yeah, nothing can go on the floor. Bit of a shame, but I get it. And you know, we can just do that. It's fine. It's not the end of the world. And then it feels like it's too bulky. Yeah, you know what? Fine. I'm closing it off like that. I'm just gonna have to accept that like it's gonna be like that for a little bit. If I really need to, I can get more glass and like just use full blocks instead of panes for that layer or something. I don't think it's gonna affect anything in a way that actually matters, so I'm not gonna worry too much about it. But still. And then for something like this, we'll do that. We'll do that. That gets us a little bit more. I could technically just have them up on the sides, and I guess that would make a little bit more sense, but I don't know. Maybe they can go in the corners instead. That could be kind of good. Yeah, we'll put them in the corners. We'll do something like that. That can go away. And, yeah. Where? Put them on the outside. I might put barrels back in here too. Maybe I could just keep it simple and just have some extra chests or something in the corners like this as well. That way you can still get into them. Yeah, we'll do something like this, and then I can get all those other items. And since they don't connect to the windows, it's fine. So, we'll do a little something like that. And honestly, since at this point we've already blocked out most of the window, we might as well just embrace it and like at least have the edges blocked up so it's more open in the back, right? Just that way you can see out front a little bit better. Because it looks cooler. And you still got your chest for your little bits of storage. You still got a little bit of extra space to actually get a hold of all this stuff. And otherwise, you can still hit level 30 enchantment, so good stuff. And then what I want to do is I want one side to be that Silverfish XP farm, and then I want another side to be like an actual like library where we have a bunch of chiseled bookshelves, and then we can slot in a bunch of different enchanted books that I take from the trading hall and all that kind of stuff. So probably would want to imagine this whole back wall as like an actual bookshelf, and then maybe we can have like a couple of lines of them or something. Have it sorted alphabetically, something like that. I don't really know. I think the amethyst I'm about to place is more temporary, but I want there to be some kind of backing across this stuff as well, too. And it's not going to be made out of amethyst when it's fully done, but I don't know what I want it to be yet, so that's what it's going to be for right now. I think I want to keep the same kind of thing I had going on with the brewery, where you've got like an arch that matches up with the window, right? If we go back out to the brewery over here, we'll have, and it's probably better to see from above here, but basically you've got like an arch that'll match up with the window and consolidate to the center, and then it splits out into the other sections that'll be out and around. And we'll keep the same kind of deal for the actual enchanting area. So why not? I think we're also gonna put a lantern or something up in here too, but I don't have any lanterns on hand right this second, so we're just gonna do torches for right now. But we'll know, we'll definitely know that's what we want to do, figure it out. And then otherwise, we could make a nice little 3 block wide one. Put a little something like that. Again, just all placeholder stuff for right now. Here we go. Again, it's just some kind of placeholder to just show that, hey, this is the shape we want to build with, and it kind of keeps things a little bit easier to look at. And, yeah, so, cool stuff. Also, get rid of that scaffolding. And I think I have something similar on this side, too, that probably needs to be trimmed down, but nope, I don't, other than the actual just, pillar itself, but that's fine. So I'm thinking this side is definitely going to be the actual library with all those chiseled bookshelves. I also don't know how many blocks that was, so I should have probably counted. That's 10. So then, yeah, I mean, if we did 2 chiseled bookshelves per book type, we could do that, have some kind of division, and then have like another set of them, and that would be good. So we could have 20 different types of enchanted books just on that wall alone, and then be able to cram in a couple more lines of different books as well. So I think there's about 40 different enchantments in the game at the present time. So that should give us enough space to have like 12 books at a time stored. And we could have like a larger bulk storage thing if we really want to as well, where like, oh, actually that feels like that would be a better idea, but I also want like the ability to just have them on demand by like the bookshelf, because it adds to the fact that this is going to be more of a library kind of thing. But I should be able to have a bulk storage kind of thing in like a double chest or a barrel where like I have a shulker box of each different kind of book, and then I can rename the shulker box because the name should show up if I were to hover over it. So if I place it in an ender chest and this kind of spot again. Where did I put this last time? Did I put that in the same spot, or did I move it somewhere else? Okay, I did actually do the same thing I'm about to do, except I did have the stairs and some other covering blocks, but that's still fine. So basically, you got that. I need to make more ender chests in the near future because I am kind of running out again. Okay, let's go ahead and put away some more crafting tables. Do a little something like that. Alright, so if I were to hover over it, you can see that the name of our shulker box does actually show up. So, if we were to have some nice bulk storage off to one of these sides, we could just have a nice little thing of double chest filled with shulker boxes, and then every single book has its own shulker box, and then you actually have like the chiseled bookshelves in there. So good stuff. So let me see here. So if I look for a chiseled bookshelf, it takes 6 planks and 3 slabs to make a chiseled bookshelf. Oh, we can crank those out real quick. Hang on. Let's take a breather to actually go do that. And we've done enough with amethyst for right now. We'll leave all that there. We should also go ahead and get our polished deep slate blocks back because we're going to need that as we collect more and more. And let's go to our nether section, and we just went in a loop to go to our nether section. That's okay, it happens. Got our polished basalt, tuck that away in there, and completely forget what it is that we were trying to do, but that's okay. Red nether brick, which I would assume would have its variant, so yeah, we're gonna tuck that away in there for now. Yeah, that should be fine, and then that's left for all the blackstone and its variants too, so that kind of has to stay there. Alright. Polished basalt again. There we go. And we got some remaining bookshelves. That's all nice and good. And I completely drew a blank. Oh, right. Yes, the bookshelves, of course. Let's head back over to our wood section. Luckily, it don't matter what kind of wood they're made out of, which is great, because that's what all this bamboo wood is for. So now we can go ahead and just get all that made. Wrapped up a bunch of those in the slabs. And it looks like that's as far as we can make that. Unfortunately. Alright, so tuck our bamboo blocks away. There we go. And let's see here, bamboo slabs are completely full. Great, did not think of that. Whoops. So it looks like we're gonna need a couple more. And bamboo plank wise, at least we can just tuck some in there. We'll just, we'll just slot that in there for right now. Nobody cares. Alright. Nobody cares except me, and I don't care that much. Alright, so doing a little something like that. It's all of our slabs taken care of, so that's all nice and good. Okay. It's 10. And that's 20 there. That's good. And I guess thinking about how we want to line this stuff, I want to make sure that I have enough space for an actual pathway. So this area right here is off limits. I guess we could actually just rein in our stuff a little bit more, because if we just do this, then we have 40 bookshelves already, and that's more than plenty. So we'll probably just rein that in. And then otherwise, we could have some kind of pedestal, I guess, for the double chest that's going to house everything. So this is where all of our bulk storage would go. And then we can kind of just decorate the area as needed too. I don't know how I would necessarily want to decorate a lot of this stuff other than I would want to decorate it, so, And we're not going to actually use tiles for this stuff, so that's an actual flooring block, but again, just some kind of trim going around to show what it is that we want to do here, because we can. And otherwise, we're going to need a lot of shulker boxes for all this stuff. And luckily we've got a lot of levels, so actually renaming this stuff won't really be too difficult, but, we'll still have stuff to do. And I'm trying to think. I guess pathing-wise, we can just keep it simple and use amethyst for right now. Well, I want the flooring to be made out of amethyst. It's just the walls that I don't really want made out of amethyst. So that's a little different. There we go. Gold actually would look kind of nice here, I'm not gonna lie. Could be interesting. We're gonna do that. Yeah. Okay. So I want some kind of precious block to be used as like the trim, so we're gonna do it out of gold. Because I said so. And we have a lot of gold that we can afford to burn, so okay, so nah, that doesn't feel right. Okay. A little something like that. And for the sake of continuing the path, we're gonna actually like dig all this deep slate tile out too, but that's not what's going either. Or at least not long term. Anything, because apparently I'm ancient, but that's alright. Got some leftover gold, that's okay. Fix this back here too. Alright, so a couple of things. I don't know how we're gonna want to embed this. Also, if we do a straight path, then if assuming that this would be the center, then that means we would have to dig out the side and have some different backing, which is fine because this cannot be made out of cobblestone at all. This has to be made out of a non-infestable block. So we need to figure out fairly soon what we want our side blocks to be made out of, our different accent blocks. So again, if not everything can be made out of amethyst on the walls, then what do we make the walls out of that makes sense? And we could just keep it simple and do calcite, to be honest. I mean, it's pretty, it's a nice looking block. I think we have an okay amount of it. Yeah, we've got a good amount that we could use, so we could do that. That's a good candidate. But is there any other block we would want to make this stuff out of? I mean, we could even do. There's not really a lot of blue blocks, though. There's not like blue bricks. We could have done like some kind of red brick kind of deal with like cinnabar and then blue on like the other side, and then together they make purple, right? Because that's cool and that makes some amount of sense. Um, we don't really have blue blocks. What the fuck do we actually have for blue? Like, I'm dead serious. Like that kind of deep, rich blue that like lapis is. You know, I want that. Like, what the fuck is there? Wool? I guess there's wool. I don't, there's not really blue wood yet, so there's blue wool and like concrete, but concrete's too untextured. That would be kind of lame. Hmm. Yeah, in terms of blue blocks, like actual nice blue blocks, it's concrete, terracotta, And not even blue terracotta, it has to be blue glazed terracotta, because otherwise blue terracotta looks too stupid. And then blue wool. So it's really wool and concrete is what you've got if you really wanted to do that. Which, it's not that we couldn't do it. I just think it'd be like, oh, the red one was so textured and detailed because you have such a wide variety of red blocks, and then blue is just like, yeah, I mean, it's good stuff, but just gonna kind of fall flat there if I do that. So I would rather not. Hmm. Okay. Well, do we have any other cool ideas that we could do instead? Um, I can't use glass. Fuck, I don't know what I would want to build it out of. Dang. And without blue wood, I mean, we really just do not have a nice bit. Like, we really just do not have enough there that we can do. Well, crap. Quartz could always be kind of nice, not gonna lie. Could always do quartz stuff. But do we want to do quartz on everything? No, we don't, right? Because it's just quartz, you gotta have some amount of variety. We could do, hmm, we could do quartz, and then to mirror it out, we could do like a black section. Okay, because either we do a symmetrical thing like we had with another bit where both sides are perfectly symmetrical, but because these ones aren't going to be symmetrical by design, I don't feel like that's appropriate, right? We're going to have a library and an XP farm, so it doesn't make sense to have white on both sides. Now we could do white and black, and then it goes into purple here, and that makes enough sense with like just the actual color palette and just in general that feels like that could work. You have like a kind of more dark and foreboding library with some of your darker woods and things of that nature. And then you've got a bit of a lighter thing going on otherwise. I also think these need to be trimmed back a little bit, not gonna lie. With the amethyst. There we go. Alright, cool. So we do a little something like that. And I guess we'll take our leftover 3 that's here. One of these should have been tiles, right? Probably over here or something. Here we go. Just that way we can kind of keep our inventory cleaned out a little bit. But yeah, we could do some kind of black and white thing where again we've got a darker, more ominous looking room. Maybe our separating area could be black glass, and then over here it could be white glass. We could do something like that. And then we could build this area out of calcite quartz or whatever. We could do that. Yeah, you know what? I think I'll do that. I think I'm happy enough with that idea, and it makes enough, like, intuitive sense that I don't feel too bad about it. So we'll go with that. Alright, let's see here. So, deep slate wise, we know we want to build out a deep slate. Um, that means we can leave the deep slate tiles in as the floor. But I want to make sure I get a couple other deep slate variants. So let's see what we've got. We've got chiseled that we haven't really touched yet, which is good. Brick as well is for the floor out here, but it's not too used otherwise. Tough could be kind of interesting. But that's more gray, so I don't know. Maybe we don't have to just think about it in terms of deep slate, but I don't want to use nether brick because that really feels like that should just be for the broom. Blackstone. Hey, that could be something nice. I could, yeah, you know what? I could fuck with Blackstone. Why not? We're gonna give this a try. It's something we haven't used before in a build, and we have a nice little chunk of it. So let's see here. We can make polished Blackstone, all that kind of good stuff. Blackstone bricks, I think, are another thing as well. Hmm. Definitely got a nice little bit of texture here. Oh, I think we could just stick with polished blackstone for the floor here. Yeah, we'll do that. Got our subfloor. Here we go. A little something like that for right now. There's two here, right? Yeah, it's probably right. Yeah, that's correct. Okay. So we've got some polished blackstone, which is good. Let's make some more polished. Let's turn those into bricks. And we can't chisel these, I think, at all, which is fine. Maybe we should also move that around pedestal-wise, because I feel like it's sticking out a little bit too hard. Alright, let's see here. We'll make some polished blackstone bricks. And that'll be our dividing bit. We're gonna do something like that. Because that's gonna give me a nice flush base to put in some glass. Just a little bit of glass. A little bit of black glass can go in there. Lets us see into there. And then whatever weight block we decide to make this out of, probably quartz. We're gonna need to make sure to come back through and do a little bit of cleanup because we have not cleaned up a lot of this stuff in a hot minute, but hey, that's alright. Nothing wrong with that. Probably get this axe now, finally. I wanted to put in some cauldrons too, that's right, in the brewing room. Let's go do that real quick. Just so that way we have them. We're not ever going to use them because cauldrons are functionally worthless in this, this game. Bedrock Edition are a lot cooler, admittedly, but we don't have cauldrons with potion effects in them for tipped arrows, so they go away. But in the off chance, the very small off chance they do decide to add that one day in a job edition, we will have it, and it will be very cool. Alright, so let's see here. We have missed a bit of a spot. That's okay. There we go. Nice and cool. And calcite. Alright, well, calcite or quartz. We could also, polished diorite has too much of like a, it's too much of a seam, so it's not gonna happen. We got some white wool too, which is always nice. Got snow. Snow is always a good white block as well. And let's see here, quartz wise, we have a nice little chunk of quartz we could do some stuff there. Not a whole lot, but just enough to better. Yeah, we'll leave that there. We'll probably go to the trading hall and actually go trade for some quartz, honestly. I don't think I actually have any stone cutters, so I don't think we can even trade yet. We need to really do like a serious overhaul on our trading hall. I think it's about time that we get a crap ton more stuff to trade with, you know. We're overdue. Alright, so first of all, blocks of quartz. Start simple. And, you know, blocks of quartz, you can't ever really go too wrong with these, but let's try and think a little bit more. So quartz bricks you especially cannot go wrong with. Quartz pillars, good stuff to work with too. Alright. I'm thinking I want this as well. Yeah, I want to do something like this for the time being. Because I said so. Alright. That means we'll also have to have something similar, Blackstone-wise, but that'll be fine. We'll figure that one out. We're also going to take these out so we get better, like, window access as well. That's 12, 14, 16. I think we should take out the center ones here. That puts us down to 14 though. I'm gonna be real, I don't think I'm ever gonna use this kind of storage over here. And if I do, it can be moved to a little bit of a different spot, so I'm sure it'll be okay. Alright. That's 14, 15, 16. That's all good. Thinking about it from this perspective, we can have a nice little 3-block wide window that's actually completely unobstructed. What we would want. That's mostly unobstructed. No, but it makes more sense for the pillar to actually be on the center there. I was thinking about moving it back just a little bit to like here. I mean, that can still work, but it just doesn't feel as right because this being at an intersection feels more correct, you know? So, I don't know. Let's do something like that. Let's get a couple more quartz pillars. Do something like that. That feels more correct too. Yeah, we'll do something to that effect. And we'll have some similar kind of deal on the other side. What that's going to mean now, though, is that this is going to get shrunken a little bit more, but honestly, that's not too big of a deal. That should be okay. And then, yeah, we need, if only we had some kind of blackstone pillar, but that's honestly fine. That's 12, and that's 16. Let's do that. You know what? We're going to do that. So that gives us enough for a full level 30 enchant. That's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We have 15. We still have the space for the actual pillars, all that good stuff. And then we can have probably want like a whole thing of anvils here, but we should probably have the grindstone separately in the middle, then we'll have a second anvil. So that does unfortunately block the window pretty hard though, which again, lame and At least with this, we can still see out of it, out into the distance, but okay, well, can't see out if we can't grab anything. So at least like with that, we can still see out into the distance, but oh, you know what we can do actually? We can squeeze in just a couple more bookshelves out into the sides here. Because it's going to give the illusion that they're going to have like their corner bits, but since this stuff is going to be blocked off with like something, it won't actually affect anything in a negative way as far as I can tell, so that does mean that we'll have to have some kind of full block here, but you know, it's fine. Do we really need a window here? If I can be real, maybe it would just be better to just have a crap ton of books. Maybe that would just be better. Yeah, you know what, we're gonna do that. Why not? And we're getting a little bit too lost in the sauce here, so we will have to eventually figure this stuff out a little better, but I'm sure it'll be okay. And do we want to do... I think we want to do quartz bricks for the floor. And then quartz blocks for the actual farm, maybe? No, no, no. Other way around. There we go. Do a little something like that. Alright. And then... this stuff is also going to have to come down for a little while. Here we go. Something like that. Blackstone wise. Let's see here. Let's see, do we have any good Blackstone variants that we could use? No. No, not particularly. Unless we wanted to use Blackstone walls, which wouldn't look quite right, to be honest. Wouldn't it? It would look wrong, wouldn't it? I don't know. I really want to use quartz pillars for the quartz stone because it makes sense, but if I do that, man, I feel like I'm losing out on other stuff. How about instead we use quartz bricks for like a pillory kind of deal here, because then we can use blackstone bricks on the other side. we do something like that. So yeah, it's still there fully in black and white, which is nice. Makes more sense having it like this. We'll do something like this for right now, but you've got the nice black and white stuff happening on the sides, and that looks cool. At level 20 again, unfortunately. Could just do something like this, and I am out of bookshelves, because of course I am. So I placed up all of them. So this gets us to level 30, and this also has it flush in the back a little bit better. So what if we had our second anvil? We had anvils lining it, because we can do that. And it still gives us a nice bit of window view. It's not great, but it's not bad. And then, I don't know, we can slap the grindstone. Like, I don't know, we can put the grindstone somewhere. Let's just bundle these away for right now, just know that's what we're gonna do at some point. I don't think we want to loop the gold into here. Actually, no, we do want to loop the gold into here just a little bit. Just ever so slightly. Oh, I'm out of quartz blocks somehow. Whoops. I know how I'm out of it, but do that. That. There we go, do a little something like that, helps to keep things open a little bit better. That. Alright, polish, blackstone, brick stairs, quartz brick stairs, of which we need more quartz stuff for. Of course not. Why would we? That should still be okay, but it is a little annoying. Yep, see, that's perfectly flush, but then this isn't, and that's really awesome and cool of them to do. Oh, whatever. I'm not gonna sweat it too hard. We're just gonna have like a nice little arch and be happy that we have a nice little arch. So I can accept that for right now. Let's think. So we're good on bookshelves. Once we actually fill in the rest of the sides, that's okay. When it comes to actually building the rest of this stuff out, though, this is where we're going to want to figure this stuff out. So center block wise, we know it's a 5x5 square, right? It's good. Thinking I want this back a tick. Yeah, let's put that back a little bit. We can reclaim some of our material here. There we go. Alright, there we go. Let's do some quartz blocks for the floor. And we're going to do something different in the center as well to help things kind of stand apart a little bit. We'll do gold for right now. I might switch that out. I might not. We'll find out. Okay, there we go. Alright, and we're going to be bouncing back and forth from the creative world and the actual hardcore world for a little bit because we're going to try and figure out what this is. So basically, it's a block, air block, and then a roof, and then that means we do have a fourth block that the allay have to sit on that's inset to the floor. So it's that. Okay. So we need our composter that we're going to have to be flush with the ceiling, and then we'll kind of work our way backwards from there. So let's go ahead and go the correct direction at all, like seriously. Alright, we're gonna grab our one composter. We're gonna do that, that needs to be flush. And then that's where we're going to have our quartz bricks. Go. Need more quartz again. So flush, air block, and then I think that would mean that this would actually be raised up ever so slightly. We're gonna do that, and we just need more quartz in general at this rate. Okay. So, what this is going to tell us is that we need to lure allays into here, right? And then we're going to slab that off with a nice pretty slab at some. Yeah, because then we would put our water in here, and then we would be able to access all this stuff otherwise, and then we would just have some white stained glass lining this whole top bit, which we can have just fine. So let's go ahead and actually get some of that white stained glass. We should have a little left over. Okay. I will come back for that in a moment. I'm going to place this in, and then I'll go ahead and drop the rest of the glass off. And then that's going to be some kind of trapdoor or whatever mechanism we decide on. Probably use an iron trapdoor or something. And Basically, I think we want to use minimal redstone here. You're also out of pillars, but that's fine. I think we're going to want to use minimal redstone. So literally the only redstone that's going to be here is the trapdoor to the iron trapdoor to actually get quick access into here to place in the water and take it out. And then we're going to have just like a barrel or something or some kind of little storage that's going to have all of the harmony potions that we're going to want. And then you would just stand in the composter, throw it in there, and then boom, you're good. So, yeah. Otherwise, this is just like a nice white box, which is cool. Something like that. There we go. We're down to our... Wait, chisel quartz blocks were a thing the whole time. Well, shit, I didn't even catch that. I forgot it was with slabs, because they're fucking weird. Like, why, Monique? Why would you do that? Why would it have to be two separate slabs? It looked quite cool, too. So we should try to work these into our design somehow. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna place these on the floor. So that way we have some different, like, texture down here. Yeah, there we go. We'll do a little something like that. It also helps to distinguish the slab against everything else quite nicely. And, yeah, good stuff. Alright, let's see here. So that goes there. There we go. Quartz pillars. For right now. I'm thinking we can have some kind of simple arch going on in here. But we will probably cross that bridge when we get to it. Because it's also going to have to line up with the ceiling quite well, so that'll be interesting. Alright, cool. Go ahead and go to our stone cutter. Damn it, we really need to just make a bucket. That's what I'm doing. I'm making like a stack of stone cutters because I'm tired of burning through all those damn things. 3 stacks of stone. Give me the stone. There we go. So we got that. We're going to go up to our iron block shulker box. The exact wrong way, but it's okay. It doesn't matter because we are cool like that. It has been over an hour, by the way. Do 7. All those ingots, stone cutters, boom. And we'll grab one more ingot out of the shulker box to make our 64th stone cutter. Now that solves a big problem that we have. We don't have a stone cutter. But now we fucking do because we have a whole stack of them. Can't mess that one up. Get out. There we go. The reason I mention that is because we're just going to set one down here for right now. And we're going to make exact amounts. Alright, and we need some kind of backing wall here, so we could just use warp, or not warp, we could could just use the funny, God damn it, what the hell is it called? Pale oak. Yes, that's what it is. We could just use pale oak wood, honestly. Nice little extra bit of texture, and I know we have an overabundance already, so that gives us an excuse to not have to go make anything. I mean, I would never do that. I would never take some kind of shortcut to be done a little bit faster, because, you know, why not? That done. This is going to be unused space, but don't care about that stuff. And otherwise, should have made an iron trapdoor and a payload, but yes, we should have done that. That's alright. We'll get to that here in a little bit. I don't feel like I need to do any kind of siding off of this stuff or anything either. So, yeah. You could also just fill this stuff as well, but probably not going to do that. And then otherwise, we've got some extra bits of space if we want to have our potions in here or just something. I don't really know. I guess we could just tuck it in the back here. Yeah, we'll just keep it simple and do something like that for right now, because we can. Alright. Otherwise, I guess we could just make a couple more quartz pillars. Do something like that. We'll actually cover up the rest of it in the near future, but not gonna worry about that for right now. Do quartz bricks there, because I can. Actually, we'll probably fill in the empty space with a bunch of pale oak wood, and then this just gives us a nice little extra room to have. So, yep, we're gonna get more pale oak wood, but we'll worry about that a little later, because I don't think I care too much right now. And okay. Oh man, alright. We're gonna have to get some allays here. I think we also came in to check for that as well. I think we're gonna do something like that for now to help coerce them until. And that gives us more space to kind of get that figured out, which is good. And yeah, let's go get some payload while I'm still thinking about it. Damn, it is hot today, dude. Damn. Thank you, Lenny. Thank you for the birthday wishes. I am now 85. Let's see here. We are gonna go also going to fill this up solid because I want to. There we go. That should give us a good bit of space. And then this stuff is going to be unseen, so it's not really going to matter. So, cool stuff. I should turn up my mic, shouldn't I? I didn't think it was that quiet, but I guess it's because I'm sitting back in my chair a little bit more. I wonder if physically turning the knob's going to actually help. No, it doesn't. So I need to actually do this in OBS. Alright, cool. Settings. Yeah. Let's try 15. Maybe 15 should be good. I don't know. That might be too loud, honestly. And is there some kind of noise gate restriction happening? I don't really know. I'm talking normally, so it looks like it's going up and down a little bit too hard. I'm gonna go down to like 12. I think 12 would be a little bit better. Yeah, we'll try 12. I think that's better. That puts us in the yellow consistently, and that should be fine. So, who knows? You can actually hear me now? No way. Alrighty, so we still have more work that needs doing. We're gonna take that out for right now. We'll just put a torch there for some lighting, because I got a little lighting. Alright. We can't physically switch out the cobblestone, unfortunately. That's not how that one works, so we'll have to kind of block off a ton of this stuff and make a bit of an awkward room, but it should be fine. It would just be good for, probably just turn this into storage or something more than anything, for some like enchanting stuff. We'll figure out the specifics a little later. Alright, so for now we just need a jukebox, and we need to start working on getting some allays up in here. That shouldn't be too bad. And I have to leave the existing ones in there. I can't just take like a bunch of new ones, or I can't just take them out because they power the slime farm portion. So unless I want to rebuild the slime farm portion up in here, which I don't, then I can't really do that, fortunately. We should also go grab just a little bit of iron to make an iron trap door. Just real quick. I probably had some in my redstone section I could have used, but that's okay. Pale oak button. It's good. So now we can do something like that to keep it open for a good bit. Alright, perfect. So, once they're in and down here, right, what we can do is we can just switch in a slab real quick, and then that will basically power the entire farm nice and easy. And yeah, so let's go ahead and do some prep work real quick and go get our jukebox. I don't know if I've got a jukebox already or if I need to go probably down to the allay farm and actually go get some more. Yeah, it seems like that would be correct. Alright. And we're also going to go grab our amethyst shards too out of one of these. We should have a nice amount here. Perfect. So yeah, with this we'll be able to breed up more than plenty. And let's talk numbers here. So we know we're going to have 24 allays. And that's going to be across all of that. So I'm pretty sure we need 47 shards or so. I want to make sure I have an exact count because we're going to need 24 for the actual allays themselves, right? And then we also need some more for breeding too. And they need to be able to hold items because that also helps me figure out which ones I've definitely like interacted with within a cooldown window, which ones I haven't. So yeah, that makes life a decent bit easier. Now luckily I've also got my handy dandy thing of leads here. I need those out actually. Crap. Build up on space in kind of an odd way. I guess I can just grab a second bundle. That's what I got him for. Alright. You are one of the very last ones. In fact, you are the only spare little guy that I have at all. And I don't know where my jukebox is. You know what? I'm actually going to, I'm actually just gonna, okay, not fucking drag this guy in here at all, apparently, because he's a hater. Yeah, I need to take that out of his hands. Alright, I need to lure him back into here. No. You come back here, fat boy. Thank you. Alright, we're gonna come back with a jukebox here and go get this ironed out. We may need to make one, because apparently I don't know where the hell mine is. Luckily we got some extra diamonds, because of course we do. It's probably in a shulker box with all my juke... God damn it, I'm so stupid. It's in a fucking jukebox, and I just... Or it's in a shulker box with all my music discs. Oh, that's nice, thank you. Thank you, Twitch, for crashing. Thanks, buddy. That's cool. I'm gonna assume that was probably okay. I don't know why the bitrate stopped. That was weird. I haven't had that issue in a long time, and now all of a sudden I've had it happen twice in like 2 days. It's very odd. Alright. We actually do not have a jukebox in here after all. Which is super weird because, like, I know I've made one before. I've had to have made one before. It's not possible for me to have not done it. So what we're gonna go ahead and do is we are gonna read one of the allays. You know what I actually wonder instead? I might really regret this. What are these guys holding? Snow blocks. Okay. So, if I can somehow separate a bunch of allays, what I can do instead is I can lure away the remaining guys. I can just breed all of them in one go down here, and then the ones that don't have what they're looking for I can just take, and then I can separate them out with the snow block guys. So we should be able to do this in one go, instead of the other stupid way that I'm thinking of how I want to do this. And if not, we should be able to at least get most of them. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and grab like a stack of snow blocks, so that way we can lure and kidnap a couple of them. We're gonna breed up a shit ton otherwise, and then we're gonna lure the snow block guys out back into the hold once we go ahead and reseal everything. So this should be okay. So what we're gonna go ahead and do is we're gonna seal this off. It's all tucked away. And we're gonna go ahead and just let these guys out into the world for right now. Okay, so we're gonna do that. That's gonna get us a bunch of guys. We're gonna place that down. Alright, and then anything with an amethyst shard can, like, go to hell, so. And we'll let him lob the chicken because it's funny. We're also gonna lose track pretty easily here, so. Sure, there's still some that we haven't bred yet. Yeah, here we go. We're finding a couple here and there. And the other issue we're gonna have too is we now need to get every single snow block one into here somehow. Which is gonna be a bit of an issue on its own. Where's all my glass? What the fuck? What did I do with all the glass? Dang it. I had them lured in there. Oh, I put it up in here like some kind of idiot. Damn it. Is this one stuck? Like some kind of idiot. It might be. Yep, they're both stuck like some kind of idiot. Come on, guys. Oh, alright, man. Get out of the fucking hole. Come on. Oh my god. These are just gonna be annoying, aren't they? Okay. Alright. Crap. No, not what I want. Alright, we're gonna stick with that for right now. They're gonna pass all that stuff to each other. And then we're gonna see if or how we could even get these guys back into place. Go get back in there. Ah, god damn it. Yeah, I let him out. Okay. Okay, well, we need to apparently think about this a little bit better. Alright, that's gonna be really annoying getting these guys back into place, isn't it? No! That's the one spot you're not supposed to go, you stupid bitch! Oh my god, dude. I fucking hate these things so much. They had to design them to be the most annoying pieces of shit possible in terms of how they have to move. Like, it can't just be easy. It can't just be easy. Come on. And then the fucking amethyst one is going out of there too. Because of course he is. Like, dog, get out of here. Damn. Y'all are annoying as hell. Alright, well, okay, look. With something like this... Does that even make sense? No, it doesn't, because it needs to be up a block anyways. What am I doing? You got stuck being some kind of idiot, yeah? You're trying to get yourself stuck being a dickhead. Get out of here! Get out, shoot. Oh, you can't even see it. You can't even make a line of sight to it. Yep, so you don't even want to leave. Nice, thanks, man. Alright. Anyways. So, we need some way to just cram him in there and also push him out. And we need a piston for that. And we definitely do not have a piston for that. Why did I not think of this at all? Yeah, okay, fine. Oh, man. That's cool, dude. Alright. We need to get out of here. Okay, perfect. So that leads us out. So then that can take us back to our base where we can then go pick up a piston real quick and it's just fine. I really should have just gone the simple way. I shouldn't have tried to like take these guys out. So, but I at least think we're gonna be able to force them back in place, which would certainly be nice. Okay, let's give this a good try. Oh, right, we actually need to go down through, like, the middle here. Here we go. Okay. We went the wrong way. Alright, I should have marked that one out. I think it was back the other way. Here we go. Alright. So, put this in place. The redstone's on. Wait, fucking, oh my god! Get the fuck out of here. It was 2 seconds. Seriously, it was 2 fucking seconds, dude. Come on. God. I'm killing this one. No, you get back here. I don't want you fucking flying around. Come here. You don't get to fucking do anything anymore. You're gonna give me that, and I'm gonna kill you. Stupid piece of shit. Get out of here. Fucking over these things, dude. They are just so goddamn annoying to work with. It is not even funny. Okay, so actually get the slab pushed into place fully with a solid... Again, knock it off! It's 3 seconds! Fuck off! God, man. These things fucking suck. Get the fuck out of here. Alright, look. Glass, boom. Directly in my way, and you're not even the right kind. Get the fuck out of there. Okay, all those guys can go in a hole and die. The rest of these guys, I should have probably put that in a better spot. Oh, god damn it. Just give me a button. Okay, that's good. Okay, we can do that. This is gonna get them all down here. Jail. 1 million years of jail for the babies. Okay. Fucking finally, dude. God damn it, man. Just what a pain in the ass. Okay. I'm gonna leave. Shit. I don't have a good way back into here. Actually, I do. Ender Pearl. Good thinking. Okay. Now we're trying to be very, very careful here. I should have only broken what was required. That gets this flushed out. Oh, man. Alright. We missed a spot. We missed a spot. No. God damn it. Alright, well I kind of slipped into here, but luckily we've got our release door. Little slime farm area that we custom made, but not really gonna matter here. What we're doing. That's why I'm so insistent on leaving these guys intact, because getting this area moved would be very difficult, so... No! Get out of there! Oh my god! Jesus, man. God, you guys are annoying. Okay. Alright, we're gonna go through the exact same thing. More likely than not, so... Alright, this should be a good chunk of allays. I don't know how many exactly this is, but this should be enough to actually, like, do the farm. So all we need to do now is we need to... First of all, that comes with me. Put that there. So that's fully reset. I'm gonna try and leave. They're gonna immediately break out. I'm gonna be really mad. Because they just love hanging around in stupid ass spots. Stay in there. Alright. Jesus, man. Alright, look. Got that done. That's all good. Let's get into here. Okay. Now, right through here. Oh, right, we're gonna also have to come up with a way to get these guys in place nicely. Alright, let's give this a try. Let's get our slab out. It's gonna go right there. Out. There we go. Okay, so when they are fully in place, okay, so we're gonna lure them in here with the quartz. We're gonna get them fully into place, and then we're gonna push them in with the piston setup, and then that should just be that. Nice and simple. Hopefully nice and simple. I also need to get more shards because I don't have enough shards. Where did I put my shards? I'm starting to get disorganized again, and I really cannot be doing that right now. Probably left it back in here. Nope, I didn't. Okay. Well, that's not fucking good. Where are my shards? It was like a whole shulker box. There we go. Like, I know I can't lose them. They gotta exist somewhere. Okay. Right. I do not know how we're gonna do this. I'm not gonna lie. This is gonna be kind of tricky. Maybe it would just be best to just make a bunch of leads and lead them. Yeah, you know what? That's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna not even have this as an issue to begin with. We are instead just gonna go back up to our mob farm and just go make a stack of leads. We're not gonna think about it. We're just gonna do it. Let's see here. String. We are just overwhelmed on space here. Great. 24 leads. 34. Nice. Okay, so 24 is the max we can have before entity cramming kicks in, which is great. Okay. You dickhead, get back here. Get down from there, babe. Okay. Okay, so every single one of them are leashed. And we still have 3 leashes left that we need to have, so that tells me is we need to play the disc again. Those guys in place. Okay. That's everything. Oh, I need those. Hold on. Alright, there's 2 of them. There's 2 of them missing that are not leashed, that are part of this group. They're right over there. That one got stuck on soul sand. That's 1. That's 0. Okay, that's all of them so far. Wrong way, no! 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 Ah! Fuck! Dude! God damn it. I know that snapped a fucking couple of them. God fucking damn it. Oh! Why do you guys have to suck so much dick all the fucking time? I don't know how many that, like, got knocked out of the way here either, and that pisses me off. Fuck me, dude. God, I fucking hate allays. I fucking hate working with them. They just get in the fucking way. They just fucking suck, man. God damn it. Can I maybe leash these guys to a fence post and, like, go save the other ones? Oh, yeah, go get stuck on a stupid fucking block like some stupid piece of shit that you are. You fucking stupid bitch. God damn it, man. I am so over these fucking things. Like, seriously. Look, here, go sit over here. Just get the fuck out of my way. I don't want to see any of you ever again right now. I'm done. I'm over it. Get the fuck out of here. I have to go find the two fucking dumbasses that are still sitting in here. As annoying as these fucking guys are. And because this was a massive fucking room, I don't know where they broke off into. I think I see one of them in there. Hopefully. Oh, god damn it, dude. Maybe it was a leash. I don't know. God, man. You just can't have anything easy, you know? Just no fun allowed, nothing could be easy. I don't know where they went. Okay. So we were at 10. God damn it, we lost 4 of them. They also appear to have dropped their shards because they died. Okay, so we're gonna need to breed up 4 of them in the hole. Yeah, 4 of them definitely died. Okay. That's still fine. We can still work with that. It's not the end of the world. I'm just really annoyed because I'm kind of hungry right now and I just kind of want to go get some dinner. So, but dude, just, God, man. I shouldn't have done it this way, to be honest, but at the same time, I would have had to wait a really long time if I had to wait on breeding them. So, you know what? It's gonna be fine. We're gonna go write this thing up and see if we can spot or hear a couple. Okay, here we go. This is why. Alright, maybe we don't need to breed them after all. Yeah, okay, these are the last 4. Thank God, man. Seriously, I fucking... Oh. That'd make me pop a blood vessel or something, dude. Please come down the hole, dipshit! I have a lead. You are on a lead. You are trying to come down a hole, so come down the hole. No, just go the wrong fucking way. Like this stupid piece of shit that you are. Get up here. Oh my god. Oh, and he doesn't even fucking look down anymore. He just goes all the way up to the top. Oh, and I let him out like some kind of fucking dumbass. Oh my god. Yeah, now you come back down just fine. God, you stupid fucking bitch. Seriously. Just get over here. You already came back in once, so just come do it again. Oh, yeah. Oh, you can't come back down. Oh, now it's an issue. Oh, now it's a fucking issue. Jesus Christ, I'm done. I'm killing these guys. I'm gonna fucking lose it, man. I am just so over it right now. Get the fuck out of here. Die. Just die. You don't fucking deserve to live then. Fine. You wanna be a fucking pain in my ass about it, you can just sit here and die. There. How's that sound? Stupid piece of shit. God, I fucking just cannot stand allays, dude. They just cannot be any more difficult than they already are. Okay, at least I can one-shot him, but God, I hate these things. There. Okay, we need to make 4 more now. Not impossible, not the end of the world, but I am just so generally... Oh, lead broke. A lead broke! Oh, okay, so one of them fucking got out again, didn't he? God, you cannot just fucking sit still for half a goddamn second, can you? No. You gotta make everything fucking harder than it has to be. Just seriously, just, God, man. What the fuck? Wrong way. Okay. Oh, whatever. We're taking them around anyways because I don't want them to go into the bubble elevator. What part of don't go into the fucking bubble elevator did you not hear? Fuck off, dude. Just, Jesus Christ, get in the goddamn hole, please. I'm over it. Oh, or not, or just fucking get stuck around. It's 3 seconds, please. What are you stuck on? Air? You stuck on air, you stupid piece of shit? Come on. That guy's fucking stuck on thin air, too. He can't fucking be smart enough to do any goddamn thing in the world. Just quit getting stuck on the edges of blocks, please. It is not hard. Come back here. God. Fucking hate these things. They're cool for what they do, but I hope I never fucking have to work with these stupid shitheads again. I'm gonna need to break that too. God, man, get the fuck in the hole. Get the fuck out of here. Get in the fucking hole! Go! That one's stuck in the middle of nowhere. Get back in the hole. Get in the hole. Get in the hole with all your siblings. Get in the hole. Please, fuck off. Get in the goddamn hole. Oh my god, or get out of the fucking way! Or something. Jesus Christ, man. God. Get in the fucking hole. All you have to do is get in the hole. God, man, fuck these stupid fucking pieces of shit. Fucking dickheads, the whole lot of them, man. Stay the fuck out of here. God, what the fucking pain in the ass. That's all these fucking things are. Okay, if I elytra and I firework out, they'll snap instantly. God, dude. So over it. God fucking damn, man. It's just not cool. I hate dealing with these things. They just are not agreeable at all. I could have probably lured them a little bit better, so it's partially on me for being a fucking moron, but just work with me a little bit here, man. It's not asking the world out of you. I'm just asking you to just sit in a hole for all of eternity where you belong, so I never have to fucking look at you again. How hard is that to understand, okay? And is that so wrong, truly? No, it's not. Alright. They didn't want this to happen to them. They simply should not have just been captured, okay? I don't know what to tell you. Quartz bricks. Boom. There we go. That's fixed. Beautiful. Okay. Fucking. I don't give a shit anymore. Alright, there you go. Boom. Iron trapdoor. Nice. Halo button. Good. I think we're missing 5. I'm like pretty sure we're missing like 5 of them. So we're gonna pop on back down and we're gonna go get the remaining ones. There's also one of them that's just fucking floating around here somewhere, being a dickhead like usual. And I don't know where he could have gone, but he's out here somewhere. So as soon as I see him, he's dead on sight because I don't want to look at these stupid fucking things ever again if I can help it. God, man, just get the fuck out of here. Seriously. Just over it today, man. It's not cool. Alright, you guys are still there. I don't care about you anymore. take this back with me. Just fucking get this done, please. It's gonna be worth it when it's done. As much bitches as I'm doing, I am doing it because it is going to be worth it once it's fully done. Alright? So, that's the deal. I'm gonna complain about it, I'm gonna not be very happy about it, but I am gonna get it done. Okay? And that's what counts. Alrighty. I think we need 5 more. Should also really put a lever in here. Honestly, just take that out for right now. Okay, that's probably enough. I'm pretty sure if I do any more, they start to die from entity cramming. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. God, man. This took so damn long. It just was not cool. We're gonna put that there. I'm gonna go snatch an item frame for one of these. Just gonna do that. Oh man, dude, I'm over it. I'm just over it right now, you know? It's not cool. It's not cool. They're not cool. I hate them, and I hope they rot in hell and die where they belong. But, you know, they're already in hell right now for all of eternity, because this is where they stay forever. Where I never have to see them again. Oh. What have we done today? We've got a working allay-based XP farm. That's cool. Up by our enchantment area, which we have now moved. We've now got a nice spot for all of our different types of books, and then otherwise this area is functionally well built out. We have also overdone it a bit. I just heard them take entity damage. If anything, that actually doesn't seem to be a permanent issue because they heal, so you know what? If one of them dies over enough time from drowning and entity damage, that's whatever. We'll kind of just leave them be. So, yeah, whatever. They can just sit in there. These little bastards. Okay, alright. So, we're gonna go ahead and take all of this out. This is more for the floor, so having it for the walls doesn't really make sense anymore now that we know that this was a placeholder. We'll have it just be open air for the time being, because we can. So, we're just focusing on carving all of this crap out. There we go. Okay. God, man, I do not like allays at all. I didn't like them before. I haven't liked them since, alright? They just get in the way of everything, and they're annoying, and it's probably mainly my own fault. It's probably self-inflicted as are a lot of things in life, where I'm just simply not using them, or not that I'm not using them in an intended way, but more that I'm not, like, actually moving them around the right way, you know? So, probably 100% my own fault. Am I still mad about it regardless? Yes, because I'm a human being, and it's in my nature, okay? Got enough patience to actually get done with it, but, you know, I'm not gonna not yell at them, though, because they deserve to be yelled at, because they don't count as anything. They're just little guys that sit in a hole, as they should, and they sit there and they rot until I need them. And when I don't need them, they go away where I don't ever have to look at them again. As God intended. Alright? That's how this works. You may not like how this works because it's inhumane and they're just little guys, but I don't give a shit. They're not little guys. They're fucking stupid and I don't like them. So anyways, Minecraft, am I right or am I They are going to be loud. I should have also thought of that when I was doing this, but I'm not going to really care too much if I'm going to be honest. Because I could simply just do, I think, friendly mobs. Yep. And now we don't have to listen to them. We don't have to listen to that cast either, so we'll leave friendly mobs on just a tiny, tiny little bit, I would say. So they're more like white noise than they are actually annoying. But whatever. I don't care. I don't know. Okay, so bookshelves. We need more bookshelves, and we need to come up with a nice roof design in here at some point. I don't know what I want the roof to be made out of, but maybe it could just be tough or something simple. It's a nice gray block, it's neutral, we have enough whimsy in the floor. I don't want to do the whole black and white thing the whole way through, so cut that short idea-wise. There we go. Polished tough. Ah, we don't have a lot of it. But we do have a lot of regular tough, so we got a lot of polished stuff by default. It should be more than plenty. Alright, there we go. And you know what? We'll even have it be. Actually, no, we don't even have to. We're gonna do it to about there, I would say. Whoops. A bit of an error there. That's alright. Alright. We're doing this part more as a placeholder for right now. This is probably going to be different, but I haven't decided on what that difference looks like yet, so yeah. And yeah, we're probably going to just make this like a nice flat floor. At least from above. Pretty cool. Sorry for yelling a little bit, but dude, I do not like allays. There's a difference between things like that are frustrating, they're out of your control. Well, not that it's even out of my control, but like the actual AI itself was out of my control at that time because I didn't do it like properly. So that's why it feels like it's more out of my control versus something like getting over baby steps for like it is actively your fault if you fuck up, and even then fucking up isn't really that big of a deal. And it's not even necessarily like a big deal here. It's just annoying, and it's like a bunch of extra time that I don't need to spend doing stuff. I now need to spend doing stuff, you know? So it's frustrating, right? Alright, I don't know. That also feels, it looks incredibly wrong. Unless we do a bit of a lowered ceiling here. We are going to be one block short of this, aren't we? Oh, we're not. Perfect. About to say. We are going to need more stuff here, though. Luckily, that's a non-issue as well, but I'm just kind of out of it right now, if I can be real. It's been over 2 hours. I've spent 2 hours building one thing. That's like a personal best for me when it comes to just building, not even one thing, one room. I don't do room decoration too much. This doesn't come naturally to me. As you can tell by like the now overabundance of gray that is now everywhere, you know. I also need to now get some of those quartz bricks and blackstone bricks back. Okay, there we go. That should be good enough for right now. We've got a nice solid little room. We can maybe put in some stairs instead. Just because we can. God, man. Do that. Alright, cool. I think we're gonna move this back ever so slightly now. There we go. Alright, cool. So we're gonna do a little something like that. Then otherwise, yeah, we got some torches there. Blackstone is all wrapped up and put away now. Finally got just a little bit of space to breathe here and keep some of this stuff under control. And you know, we'll do something with this wall in the near future. I couldn't tell you what that's going to be right now, but it will eventually be something. It'll probably be some lighting or something. I kind of want to do lanterns though, since it's going to be more of a library. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have like a itty bitty little library here or something. See, the texture looked a little weird. Oh, whatever. Okay, well, near future we're gonna we're gonna go to the villager trading hall and trade, you know. Kinda need to at this rate. So maybe cut this down just a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Nice little section to split up that room a little bit better. And then we can have some kind of pillar thing going on if we really want. I don't know, we'll figure it out. Alright, well, either way, I'm done building for right now, I'm not gonna lie. I really just want to go get some lunch / dinner. But, you know, we did do a lot. Did a lot of solid stuff. But it is time to start wrapping this up for now. There we go. Here we go. Gonna do something like that. There we go. Perfect. And we're just gonna do, okay, well, it's a little bit rectangular. We're gonna have this be like a different trim as well, but again, I literally do not care at the moment. Maybe we'll, oh, I don't know why we would do iron blocks. It would be kind of weird to do iron blocks starting now, you know? I mean, we didn't use them before, so what the hell? But yep, we've got a nice little area. It's all closed in, which is good. It's got a good bit of space. I'm pretty happy with this. I'll need to make sure I get some better place lighting here soon, and I can start filling these up with different shelves. What I'm probably gonna do is some kind of sign system where you have 4 lines on each sign that you can work with. So like Aqua Affinity with like an up arrow, and I don't know, like Bana Arthropods with an up arrow, just kind of going up and down. Um, and then basically 2 sets of books on the top, 2 on the bottom. Just kind of keep going up and down, and then you've got your actual bulk storage here if you need it. So shouldn't be anything too bad. We should probably get some barrels in here. Yeah, we should probably tuck in a couple of barrels or something. But I'm not going to do that right now because I'm done kind of, just kind of done caring at the moment. I'm not going to lie. Kind of over it at the moment. But who knows? We'll get there. We're going to put in a double chest there just to show that's where the barrels are going to go. And fill the rest of this in with tough. So we know we need to replace that in the near future with some more bookshelves. And you got your barrels, and then, yeah. I feel like I should also do some stuff with this room too, but again, I can't think about what that is at the moment because I am just kind of out of shits to give at the moment. I'm good. I've done enough. We've done enough today. And yeah, I might come back later today and do more. Probably not. I feel like we've done too much, but who knows. But that is going to do it for me for right now. Next time will be part 100, which is pretty cool. Pretty excited about that. But otherwise, don't really have any special plans. I'm mainly just trying to prep for day 1000 more than I am for part 100. But hey, you know, we'll get there when we get there. With that being said, thank you all for watching, and I hope to see y'all again soon. Bye bye.